Hi crafters, welcome to the mattress stitch tutorial. I use this stitch to join my granny squares if I want a clean or a neat finish without any stitches between the granny squares. I also use it to join my knitted items. In this case, this knitted scarf, I joined it with the mattress stitch. It's an invisible stitch. You can't see it on the right side of your garment, and also on the wrong side it's not as visible. So this is the wrong side. You can't really see it. You can just see the two seams of both granny squares joined, but you can't see where or the yarn that was used to join. So I want to show you how to join the granny squares from your blanket, this particular blanket. I'm going to have the full tutorial for this one soon in a written pattern, and I will tell you when it's available, hopefully in time for Valentine's. Anyway, any other form of granny square that you want to join together, you can use this beautiful mattress stitch. This particular blanket I've joined vertically, then horizontally. So I've joined two granny squares as I go. So probably I started with the pink and purple, joined them first, then joined the next bits, the purple and the blue. Joined this way till I was done, then I joined horizontally. For example, at this point I had just finished joining vertically till the end, but I have not joined horizontally. So I'll just show you how to join as you start, then how to join four of them together as you move along. For this stitch you're going to use your darning needle. A darning needle is used in knitting and crochet, and it has a blunt end. It's not sharp compared to the usual sewing needle. So this is a darning needle, and it has a really big eye for your yarn to go through. So grab your darning needle. It can either be plastic or metal or wooden. Then have an appropriate amount of yarn that will fit the entire length of your blanket or whatever project you're joining together, because this stitch is continuous, so you need continuous yarn because we'll pull through the seams as we're joining. Let me illustrate in a moment. So my blanket, there's an order of colors that I have. This is the first row: orange, green, yellow, and you can tell from here the first granny square is a solid granny square. The next one is heart-shaped but with the color in the middle. Then the next one has the off-white in the middle. Then it alternates all through. So my last granny square on that line was purple, and the next one is blue. So I get my blue granny square. This is the one I'm supposed to join to this. So get your two pieces of granny squares that are supposed to be together. Then we'll start by reinforcing our yarn before we start stitching. Please note, when we are joining these pieces together, we'll be pulling on the yarn, so it needs to be secure in order for our squares to remain together. Don't want it to come off. As you crochet, you have V's. These V's are what we're going to use as we join our granny squares. You can see the V's. Here, the V's on the side. V's all through. So this is where we'll be inserting our needle and our yarn in order to join these two pieces of granny squares. To begin, reinforce your granny square in the first V. In this pattern I have a chain 2 space, so go into that first double crochet towards the first chain, and you're going to reinforce your yarn. With fashion or with sewing, this is called double stitching, and it's the most commonly used way of reinforcing your thread when sewing. Usually we don't make knots when sewing because knots tend to make holes in the fabric. So after inserting that yarn through that point twice and make it secure, you're going to hold on to your second granny square. Remember, we had a chain 2 from a previous tutorial. You can go back and watch it and then make as many granny squares as you'd like and arrange them in a pattern that you like as well. So this corner has 2 chains, 1 and 2. So since it's a corner, we're going to insert our needle into the first chain, going through into the double crochet. So remember that V, the V's. So this V here of the chain into the V of the double crochet. Then just pull your yarn. So I've pulled my yarn through that V. We're going to insert this other granny square. Remember, it's alternating this way, this way, this way, this way, and they have to match. So the first chain into the first double crochet, first chain into the first double crochet, and then again pull through. If your yarn is long, you don't need to pull through at this point, and just leave off a bit because it's tedious. Okay, we've done our first mattress stitch on either granny square. Again, get into that V. So we're going into the back, towards the back, and then coming into the front from the back, like so. Then repeat again. We made our first mattress stitch between the chain and the double crochet. So the next one is going to be into that last double crochet and the next double crochet. So you point it towards the back and then bring it forward like so. Then again just pull through. What I do at times is I just leave a tail so that I can do this faster. It's quite a fast stitch to join. The next one, here's our V. Our V is here, and here's our yarn from a previous join. Insert it there, then into the next V. Again into this back loop. You can see the back loop, then bring it forwards. So basically you're working into the back loops, not the front loops of your project or of your stitch. The black back loop, then bring forwards, then just pull through. You can see our join as it goes. Back loop from the previous join, bring it forwards into the next back loop, then pull again. It's a fairly easy stitch once you master how to do it. With crochet it's easy because the V's are easy to see. You can even count them. Back loop, and as you lift your yarn towards you, you can see an X forming. Here's our X. Sort of looks like an X or a cross. So back loop and then to the front. You continue doing this till you get to your last double crochet. So you'll continue with this stitch up to nearly the end of your double crochet. Then I'll show you how to join at the stitches and at the corner. So just continue on into the back loop and then bring forwards just like that, back loop and forwards, then pull on the thread, making sure that your yarn doesn't get tangled like mine. It has to remain clean and organized. So this is the coolest part about this stitch. Once you're done joining, all you do is just pull like that, and our seam closes up just like that, and then you just pull on your yarn till all of it is out. And it's quite a stretchy stitch as well, so please remember to keep your tension light. Don't make it too tight, your project will be tight. So this is the mattress stitch, very simple and versatile and neat. So let's continue on, then I'll meet you at the corners. So I've gotten to my last double crochets on either side of our granny square. Then next what you're going to do is just get your needle, insert into the back loop of that first or the last double crochet and into the first chain stitch, and just pull on it like so, and then the next double crochet into that first chain in order for our granny square to be complete and the edges to be clean. Then we get the next granny square. So this is the next one for me, and it also has the same concept of when we started. Just take your needle and insert into the first chain towards your double crochet, then join that point, then get the second or the fourth granny square and do the same. So into the first chain towards our double crochet, then just also pull the yarn on that, and as you do this, our squares will join. Please bear in mind that this is joined to this one to this one, this one to this one. So it may look like it's not complete on one side, but we'll close this gap as we come this way with our different yarn. So after doing so, just continue like you've been doing. The next double crochet, insert your hook there, then stitch the double crochet. Remember, back loop, we're just working on the back loops because our join is invisible. Back loop of this one into that back loop. When you lift your needle, it looks like an X, so here to here, like so. And then the best part is when you pull on your yarn and your seam closes up. Please make sure that your yarn isn't tangled or you don't pull too tight. You might run the risk of having your yarn cut, and this will mean redoing all the work you've been doing before. So continue this way till you're done. I'll show you how to join the square around this area. So there's a join vertically and a join horizontally. So I want to show you how to join after you're done joining vertically, how you're going to join on this other side. This one I had left off the single crochets and done it till the end. So you'll have your yarn at this point, you'll join it just the way we did the first granny square. This one just happens to be in the middle of a join. Anyway, for this one you just continue on and finish. So this double crochet, and then there's a a chain stitch here, again the back loop and into the back loop, forming across, and pull on the yarn, then into this one, again into the chains, then you pull on the yarn. So at this point, you want to close off this point completely. It's already closed off on this side. You want to close it off on this other side. So what you're going to do is you're going to attach all these stitches all round and then continue. So we've finished off on this side. What we'll do next is go into this other granny square, this one, and we'll stitch it as well. At times I like coming to it from the back to front, it's just the same concept. Then just joining and pulling on the yarn. You can see it's coming together. Then this one is one that I come in from the back just to close it off. So you just grab your piece of your loop that is hanging and just pull on it like so. Then from here just continue stitching again as you have been doing, into the single crochet, into the double crochet. It will make such a clean finish, you won't even tell that there's a join there. Then continue again, double crochet, double crochet. There you have it. Then you'll find your corners with a chain 2 space, a diagonal to each other. You can see this is diagonal to this one. Let me find another square to illustrate that again. You can see this join, this one, across. It's very neat. You can see the 4 corners. So let's find another square to repeat that again. So I found another section to illustrate that. At this point I had gotten only to the double crochets, so I'll join the single crochet left. So you grab your double crochet and your chain stitch, and then pull on the yarn like so. Then on this side again, here's our last double crochet and the chain, then pull on it to close off those 2 squares. And as you pull on it, they just come together naturally. Then you're going to move on to the next one. Here is the chain, and then the double crochet. Then pull again to join that second square to the third. And then this one coming from the back like this. I find it easier like this. The loop of that double crochet and the back loop of that single crochet, the back, and then the back of the double crochet, then the chain stitch, and then just pull on it like so. Then from here just continue again with the mattress stitch as you would. Remember, as I mentioned earlier, when you're joining the first join you make, it's going to look like it's joined 3 squares only. So with this one, you're just completing this whole round, making it complete so that all corners are together, all 4 corners are together. So here's my other corner. So if your stitch is here, just go 1, 2, backwards 3, then come back this way again. I'm really loving the color pops of this blanket. I will hopefully share the full look and the full pattern in a couple of weeks. I truly hope you've enjoyed learning the mattress stitch or the invisible join. Please let me know what you think of this stitch. Let me know of what else you'd like for me to demonstrate or to do a tutorial of. And I'll see you on the next one, crafters. Please remember to support my channel by liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing.